Good afternoon, everyone. So in the last class, we were discussing about the concept of vegetations, and we covered the Indian vegetations are divided into three parts. That is tropical, montane vegetation, as well as alpine vegetation. These are the three important types that we have covered in the last class. Tropical vegetation, montane vegetation, as well as alpine vegetation. Tropical, we further classified into two parts. What are the two divisions? Yeah, moist and dry. Mountain, again, we have divided into two types, subtropical and temperate. And then you have alpine vegetations. So moist, we have covered into wet evergreen. You have wet evergreen, you have semi-evergreen, and you have moist deciduous. So you have wet evergreen, you have semi-evergreen, and you have nothing but moist deciduous. Dry, we discuss, you have dry evergreen, dry deciduous, and tropical thorn. So dry evergreen, you have dry evergreen, dry deciduous, as well as tropical thorn. These are the things you are finding with regard to dry region. Clear? So those two division, moist and dry, that is what we have classified in the last class. The second, we have discussed montane forest. Montane forest is divided into what? Two parts, that is subtropical as well as nothing but temperate region. Again, subtropical, we have divided into three major aspects. What are the three major aspects? Yeah, moist, fine, yes, okay. So those three were there: subtropical broad leaves, subtropical moist point, and subtropical subtropical evergreen. So those are those are nothing but three important classification that we have discussed.
So what is that? Subtropical.
Which one?
Yeah.
This one?
The trends.
Tropical thorn, THORN, tropical thorn. Okay, and here we have discussed subtropical dry evergreen, subtropical broad leaves, and subtropical moist pine. These are the three divisions we have discussed. Temperate, further three division, that is temperate, wet, evergreen. So one of the classification that we have discussed is what? Temperate, wet, evergreen, and then moist temperate and dry temperate. Okay, so another one we have is a moist temperate and dry temperate. Moist temperate and dry temperate. Fine. So these three division we have discussed with regard to temperate one. So temperate, wet evergreen, temperate or wet temperate, moist temperate, dry temperate. These are the three different division that you are finding with regard to what? With regard to temperate. So in the last class we have covered wet evergreen, we have covered semi-evergreen, we have covered what? Moist deciduous. Also we have covered the concept of dry evergreen. Those are the vegetations we have covered in the last class. Now we have to start with the concept of what? Concept of nothing but dry deciduous. Okay, so we have to start with the concept of dry deciduous. So what is a dry deciduous? Dry deciduous. So in dry deciduous, what you'll find is rainfall is less than 75 centimeter. Clear? Rainfall is less than 75 centimeter in dry deciduous. As a result, trees will what? Trees will shed their leaves. Trees will shed their leaves because rainfall is less. So trees has to nothing but shed their leaves. It acts as a transition type. Okay. It again acts as a transition type of forest. So here what will have? You have dry evergreen. Then you have here what? Tropical thorn. And this act as what? This act as a dry deciduous. So as you are moving from evergreen to thorn, this act as a transition forest. So dry deciduous act as a transition forest. Fine. So Rainfall is less than 75 centimeter, trees shed their leaves, and this act as what? Act as a transition forest. That is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? Now, as we discussed, okay, there is also moist deciduous. Moist deciduous means rainfall will be more, that is 100 to 200 centimeter. And you have secondly dry deciduous. Dry deciduous means rainfall is something that is okay, lesser in nature. Clear? So when rainfall is lesser in nature, these are found in drier parts of India. These are generally found in drier parts of India. Drier parts of India means what? Drier parts of India means these are found in Eastern Ghat. These are found in, okay, the central okay regions, that is in central India. Okay, so these are found in Eastern Ghat. These are found in case of nothing but okay, central India. These are also found in, okay, what? Central India means MP, Rajasthan. There you will find MP, Rajasthan. Even in Kathiawad, that is in Gujarat, you're going to find dry deciduous. So even in central India, you're going to find this on the Western Ghat also, that is on the different slope. We discussed, okay, this not this slope which get more rainfall, but on the other slope, of nothing but okay, Western Ghat, you're going to also find what? You're going to also find the dry deciduous forest. You know that the leeward side rainfall is lesser in nature. So there you will find what? There you will find dry deciduous type of forest. So these are the reasons where you will find dry deciduous forest. Clear? And as we discussed in which are deciduous trees, what are the important species that you are finding? So sal is there, teak is there. So these are the important species that you're going to find in deciduous region. So sal is there, teak is there. Okay, those are the important species that you're going to find. Fine. So this is all about dry deciduous forest that you have to keep in mind. This is a transition forest lying between dry evergreen and tropical thorn region. Rainfall less than 75 centimeter. Trees shed their leaves, mostly found in drier parts of India, that is Eastern Ghat, Central India, MP, Rajasthan, Kathiawad region, Western Ghat, okay, leeward side. There you will find, okay, this one, and teak and sal. These are the major species found in this particular type of climatic conditions. Fine. Next, we have a tropical thorn. So next you have is a tropical thorn. Now what is tropical thorn forest? As the name indicate, here thorn forest means what? Thorn forest means these are not going to have very great height. They are closer to the ground itself. They are closer to the ground. They have waxy leaves. Waxy leaves that tries to minimize what? Tries to minimize the evaporation. Okay, that tries to minimize the evaporation. Fine. So tropical thorn are something that are found where rainfall is less than what? 75 centimeter. Clear? So we have discussed, okay, the deciduous are found where rainfall is up to 75 centimeter. Rainfall less than 75 centimeter means what? Okay, rainfall less than 75 centimeter means, okay, somewhere around 60 centimeter, 50 centimeter. See rainfall of this kind, there you'll find which type of forest? Tropical thorn forest. Okay, so there you'll see tropical thorn forest. Fine. Now these are found in what? These are found in further drier part. So we discussed, okay, deciduous forest is acting as what? Transition. So if you have this thorn forest, if you move from deciduous, then you'll move to nothing but okay, thorn region, that is okay there. So just now we discussed where you are seeing dry deciduous, you are seeing central part in here part. So more if you move towards this particular side, that is northwest side of nothing but okay, India, there you're gonna see which type of forest? Thorn forest. This side, as we discussed, okay, you'll find which type of forest? Dry evergreen. Okay, then you move towards nothing but okay, this side, and then you move towards nothing but okay, this particular side. Clear? So what you see is these are found where? These are found in northwest part of India. Northwest part of India, that is Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan. You're going to find Gujarat. Those regions, you're going to find which type of forest? Tropical thorn forest. So Punjab, Haryana, Okay, Rajasthan, Gujarat, in these regions you're gonna find the tropical thorn forest. Clear? Now, important species that is found in tropical thorn is what? Is a neem tree, bubble tree, cactus. So these are okay. What? These are the important trees that are being seen in case of what? In case of tropical thorn forest. Fine. So these are all about what? These are all about your tropical forest, tropical vegetations. Fine. So tropical vegetations are divided into moist type as well as nothing but okay, dry type. Moist you have wet evergreen, semi evergreen, and moist it is moist deciduous. Dry you have dry evergreen, dry deciduous, as well as tropical thorn forest. Now we are coming to the mountain forest. Okay, we are coming to the next one, which is a mountain forest. So the first we are coming is okay, mountain forest, and mountain forest, as we discussed, is divided into subtropical mountain forest and temperate forest. These are divided into two parts. Temperate forest. So basically, when you see a mountain, as you go up to the mountain, what will happen? Temperatures start declining. Temperatures start declining. So though we have discussed India is considered as which type of country? India is considered as a tropical country because mostly India have tropical type of climatic condition. You don't have okay, what? You don't have a temperate type of climatic condition, though India is having major land under what? Major land beyond Tropic of Cancer region, but India do not have a temperate type of climatic condition because of okay, presence of whom? Himalayas. Okay, so we discuss Himalayas blocks of colder wind, and that's why India have which type of condition? India have nothing but okay, tropical condition only. But as you go up in the mountain, what will happen? Temperature declines. Temperature declines. So you have which type of condition? You have subtropical condition, or you'll have okay, which type of condition? Temperate condition. So that's why India have a bit of okay, what? Bit of nothing but okay, subtropical forest also, bit of temperate forest also, which are generally seen in the mountainous region, and that's why they are referred as which type of forest? Mountain forest, because they are found in the mountain region. Clear? In the planar region, we already discussed, you have okay, what? You have the moist forest only. You have okay, dry forest only, like tropical moist or tropical dry forest only. But beyond that, okay, what? Beyond that, you have okay, what? You have nothing but okay, mountain forest, which is subtropical mountain forest and temperate mountain forest. So when we take the height of what? When we take height of 1000 to 2000 okay, 1000 to 2000 meter, when you take this particular height in the mountain, there you see temperature is okay, what? Temperature start as you are moving up, temperature start decreasing. So when you reach to these height generally have which type of condition? Subtropical mountain forest condition. So subtropical mountain forests are generally found at which height? They are generally found between 1000 to 2000 meter. Okay, these type of forests are generally found in between 1000 to 2000 meter. Fine. Fine. Now what you have to keep in mind is, generally you will see like this, you will find okay, subtropical broadleaves, then you have subtropical moist pine, subtropical moist pine, and okay, then you have subtropical dry evergreen. Fine. So at the lower height, generally you will find what? Like okay, 1000, 1200, 1300, you generally see broadleaves. Then as you go further move up, moist point. As you further move up, okay, dry evergreen type of nothing but okay forests are being found between which okay region, 1000 to 2000 meter, that is okay there. Clear? So broadleaf means what? Broadleaf means like this. Leaves are much broader in nature. When leaves are much broader in nature, that is why it is called as what? Subtropical broadleaves, that is okay there. Clear? After that, moist point. After that, nothing but okay dry evergreen. So these are generally found between 1000 to 2000 meter. Clear? So remember that India have subtropical type of forest in which region? In the mountain region, that is 1000 to 2000. Clear? Now since this much height is also found in what? This much height is also found in southern part also. Like you'll see Nilgiri hills, you'll see Palni hills, Cardamom hills. Okay, they are also of 2000 meter height. So subtropical forests are seen in what? Subtropical forests are seen in both region. That is okay in the Himalayan region also, and in the case of nothing but okay Western Ghat region, another region also. But as you see, temperate forest are found okay beyond 2000. Generally we say temperate forests are found between 1800 to 3000 meter. Okay, they are found over this particular thing. So temperate forests are mostly seen where? Mostly seen in the Himalayan region, not in the case of nothing but okay southern region. Okay, because hills are not very high where? In the southern region. So that's why temperate forests are generally not seen where? Not seen in the southern region, southern hills. They are mostly seen only in the Himalayan region, that is okay there. But subtropical is seen both. It is seen in the southern part also, it is seen in the Himalayan region also. Fine. Fine. So first important is subtropical broadleaves. Okay, in subtropical broadleaves, generally you have a rainfall of whom? You have rainfall of 75 to 125 centimeter, and you will find important species of oak, chestnut. Okay, these are important species that you're going to find in the case of subtropical broadleaves. Fine. These are also found as we discussed oak, chestnut. These are also found in your Nilgiri hills, your Palni hills, and these are also found in case of eastern Himalayas and western Himalayas. Okay, so location where it is found, these species are found in Nilgiri hills also, Palni hills also, in eastern Himalayas also, in western Himalayas also. You're gonna find subtropical broadleaves. Okay, next you have is a subtropical moist pine. Okay, as the name indicate, moist means what? Rainfall is okay. What? Rainfall is nothing but okay optimum over here. So around 100 centimeters of nothing but okay rainfall that you're going to find. An important species you're going to find is cheer and pine. Cheer and pine, these are the important species. In fact, okay, these are very valuable for timber activities. And these are found in both, that is in eastern Himalayas also and western Himalayas also. So these cheer and pine are valuable for timber also, and these are found in both eastern Himalayas also as well as western Himalayas also. Fine. So if you see the figure, okay, so these are okay, what? These are subtropical broadleaf hill forest. Okay, so you can see this type of forest is referred as a subtropical broad hill forest. Then if you see the subtropical moist forest, fine. So this is what you are finding with regard to what subtropical moist pine. Clear? Now see this one as we discuss here. What here the trees are very much closer to each other. Very much closer to each other means difficult to move vehicles and etc. But here trees are having a lot of gap. Lot of gap means vehicle can move inside, and when vehicle can move inside, we discussed you can use it for timber activities and other activities. So that's why subtropical pine forests are very much used for what? Very much used for nothing but timber activities, other valuable activities. Fine. Next, what you have is the subtropical So lastly, you have subtropical dry evergreen. Subtropical dry evergreen. So as you go up, what will happen to evaporation? What will happen to evaporation? Evaporation also decreases. Why? Because temperature is going less. No, as you are going up, temperature is declining. When temperature is declining, what will happen to evaporation? Evaporation will also decrease. When evaporation will decrease, then what will happen? As we discussed, trees do not have to what? Trees do not have to shed their leaves. Because why trees shed their leaves? In order to avoid nothing but what? Losing water. So as you are going up, since temperature is decreasing, when temperature is decreasing, what will happen? Trees do not have to shed their leaves. When these trees do not have to shed their leaves, so what will happen? Trees will remain evergreen. That is there. And why it is called as a dry evergreen? Because rainfall is not much. Rainfall is around 50 to 100 centimeters only. Rainfall is not very much, but that's why it is referred as a dry evergreen. Rainfall is not very much, that's why it is called as a dry evergreen. No, they will not shed the leaves. That's why they are evergreen. They will not shed their leaves. Fine. So since evaporation is decreasing, trees will not shed their leaves, and that's why it will called as what? It is called as a dry evergreen. And rainfall is how much? Rainfall is around 50 to 100 centimeters that you are finding in this region. You're gonna find stunted trees. Trees are stunted trees and shrubs that you're gonna find. Clear? So generally, if you remember evergreen, we discussed evergreen means what? Trees are going to have very good height. That is what we have discussed. In equatorial climate, trees are very high. Epiphytes are being seen over there. So what you see is here in dry evergreen, trees are not very high height, because what will happen? Rainfall is not very very much. When rainfall is not very much, trees will not have a good height. Trees will have a stunted height only. That is there. So that's why trees are stunted in nature, shrubs are nature, but these stunted trees will have leaves throughout the year. They will not shed their leaves, so that's why they are referred as a evergreen. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Fine. So what are the major thing that you're going to find? Stunted trees and shrubs. What are the major thing that you're going to find? Major species are your olive, acacia. These are the main species that you're going to find in subtropical dry evergreen. Olive, acacia, these are the one which you generally find in dry evergreen. Fine. So if you see this, Fine. So these are okay. What? These are nothing but okay, dry evergreen forest. Okay, that you are finding. So at the mountains, you'll see small what? Small plants that are being found. And these are referred as what? These are referred as nothing but okay, dry evergreen type of forest. Fine. So these are okay. It is showing flowers, olive and acacia flowers. Fine. So this type of trees, okay, generally you're gonna see that is called as a olive or acacia tree. That is okay there. So these are okay, mainly found. These are mainly found, and this is how the dry evergreen forest looks like. A small forest you're gonna find. So these are okay, stunted trees, not of good height. You can see small height is something that is okay present in this one. So they have a small height. Trees are of okay, small height only. They do not have a bigger height. So these are stunted trees that are being found. So subtropical mountain forest is divided into subtropical, yeah, broadleaf, subtropical, moist pine, and the subtropical dry evergreen. Fine. Now we are coming to the second type of mountain forest. The second type of mountain forest is what? The second type of mountain forest is the temperate one. Okay, so you have okay, moist temperate, you have dry temperate, as well as you have wet temperate. Fine. So again, as we discussed, fine. So just now we discussed 1000 to 2000. Generally, we see subtropical forest. From 1800 to 3000. Generally, we see which type of forest? We generally see a temperate forest. Okay. So these are again found at the mountain with the height between 1800 to 3000 meter. That is okay there. Generally, you'll see division into three parts: dry temperate, moist temperate, and wet temperate. So lower region, generally you'll see dry temperate. As you move up, what will happen? Moist temperate as well as the wet temperate type of nothing but okay, forest that you are going to see. Fine. Dry temperate means what? Rainfall will be less than 100 centimeter. Dry temperate means rainfall will be less than 100 centimeter. That is okay there. Clear? And these are going to be found generally in drier part of Himalayas. Fine. So what are the drier part of Himalayas? You have okay, what? You have Ladakh, okay, that is okay, the drier part of nothing but okay, Himalayas. Okay, so you have Ladakh, you have Sikkim, you have Garhwal region. Those generally are the drier part side. Some part of Sikkim, Garhwal mountain means it is okay in Uttarakhand. So in Uttarakhand you're gonna find some also in Sikkim. So there you'll see which type of condition, dry temperate type of condition that is there. And generally important species that you're gonna see is oak, maple. You're gonna find oak, you're gonna find maple, you're gonna find ash. Those are the important species that you're gonna find in a dry temperate region. Fine. Then second you have is what? Wet, moist temperate. Moist temperate means what? Moist temperate means what? Rainfall will be nothing but more. Moist temperate means rainfall will be more. Generally rainfall you're gonna see around 150 to 200 centimeters. So rainfall is more, that's why it is referred as a moist temperate, around 150 to 200 centimeters. Fine. Generally you're gonna see coniferous forest, coniferous trees over here, coniferous trees, and these are found in both eastern Himalayas also, western Himalayas also. Coniferous trees you're gonna see, and these are found in both eastern Himalayas also and western Himalayas also. Fine. So what are the examples of coniferous forests? Your maple, your oak, maple, ash. These are the examples of your coniferous forest, coniferous trees. You're going to see these type of trees in case of what? In case of this region.
More than numbers of
Species. Clear? Next, lastly, you have a wet temperate. Wet temperate means here you're going to find which type of forest? Evergreen coniferous. So coniferous trees with evergreen condition means tree will not shed their leaves. Evergreen coniferous forest that you're going to see, and rainfall will be more than 200 centimeters. Rainfall will be more than 200 centimeters. Most of the rainfall is going to be in the form of what? Snow. So most of the rainfall, that's why you see moist temperate, wet temperate. Rainfall will be more in the form of snow. That is what you have to keep in mind. Clear? Rainfall will be mostly in the form of snow. Again, what are the things you're gonna find? Oak, pine, rhododendron, cheer. So those are what? Those are the species that you're gonna see in case of nothing but evergreen coniferous forest. Fine. So montane forest is divided into two types. One is what? One is subtropical, another is what? Temperate forest. Subtropical from 1000 to 2000 meter height, and temperate are generally from where to where? From 1800 to 3000 meter in height. Beyond this, which type of forest are going to lie? Alpine forest. So beyond this, what is going to lie is a alpine forest. So we say that is from 2800 meter height to up to around 3800 or 3500, whatever height trees are being found, that are generally of which type? That are generally of alpine forest. So 2800 to 3500 to 3800, up to what height trees are being found, those trees are going to be which one? Those are going to be alpine forest. Clear? Now in the alpine forest you're going to find mix of what? Mix of coniferous and broadleaf forest. You know that that coniferous forest has a conical leaves. Leaves are not broader in nature, while here in alpine you'll see some of some of coniferous forest, some of nothing but broadleaf forest that you're gonna find. Fine. And at the top, when you are reaching to 3500, 3800, you don't find trees much. You're gonna find alpine grasses. So as you are going up, trees will decline. So only what will be left? Only alpine grasses will be nothing but left. So that you're gonna find. Again, what will happen to rainfall? Rainfall will be mostly in the form of snow. Rainfall mostly in the form of snow. And important species are fir, spruce, birch, rhododendron. Fine. These are the important species that you're going to find in alpine forest. Fine. So if you remember last class, we discussed, okay, that example, okay, that question which has asked in the examination, that if you travel Himalayas, which of the species you're going to find? So option was given as what? If you remember the question, we discussed these three were given: oak, rhododendron, and teak. And the question was, if you're traveling in case of Himalayas, which of the following species you're going to find? If you're traveling through the Himalayas, which of the following species you're going to find? All. Anyone else? Oak and teak. Anyone else? All. So we discussed teak is okay for which type? Teak is a tropical. Yes, it is found. Teak is a main species of deciduous forest. Okay, it is it is okay basically deciduous forest where you will find nothing but okay teak. Clear? It is in tropical region. Clear? In Himalayas, okay, generally you have what? Subtropical mountain forest or temperate mountain forest. So as we are okay seeing Himalayas high height, we're gonna find what? Rhododendron over here, and we discuss in okay what? Evergreen you're gonna find, or in temperate evergreen, in temperate okay what? Temperate nothing but okay moist. You are generally find which one? Oak you are finding. So oak and rhododendron, these you are founding where? These you are finding the Himalayan. Teak is mainly found in what? Deciduous, that is southern part. Okay, that is okay there you'll see nothing but okay teak being more found. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So this is how the question has been asked related to vegetation in the case of examinations. Fine. So this is all about what? This is all about vegetations of India. Now we are moving to the next concept, which is soils. So now we are moving to the next concept, which is nothing but okay soils. Fine. What is soil? What is soil? What do you understand by the term soil?
Sediments of rock.
Sediments of rocks. Yes. Basically, you can say that soils are nothing but okay what? Soils are nothing but okay the thin top layers. Thin top layer that is deposited on what? The thin top layer that is okay deposited on okay the surface is called as what? Is called as nothing but okay the soils. Okay, it is rich in what? It is mixed with whom? Mixed with humus or organic matter. It is mixed with humus or organic matter. So thin top layer that is deposited onto the surface mixed with humus or organic matter is referred as what? Referred as a soil. How soils are being formed? Decomposition and disintegration of whom? Rocks. Decomposition and disintegration of rocks into smaller size particles. Into smaller size particles create nothing but okay what? Soil. So soil is nothing but okay basically what? A thin top layer mixed with what? Humus or organic matter. And how it is formed? Decomposition and disintegration of rocks into what? Into smaller size particle. That is what creating what? That is what creating your soils. Fine. Fine. Now there is a two term. One is called as a pedogenesis and another is called as pedology. Okay, so there is a two term. One is called as a pedogenesis and another is called as nothing but okay pedology. What is pedogenesis? Pedogenesis is the formation of soil. Genesis means origin. Origin of soil. Origin of soil. How soils are being formed. Study of that is called as what? Study of that is called as a pedogenesis. Pedology is the study of soils. When you are trying to study the soils, That is called as nothing but okay, pedology. So pedology is what? Pedology is the study of soils, while pedogenesis is what? Okay, formation of soil, studying regarding formation of soil, studying regarding origin of soil. That is called as a pedogenesis. Fine. Clear? So what are the factors that are affecting the formation of soils? Factors affecting formation of soils. First is your parent rock, second relief, third climate, fourth vegetation, fifth is time. Okay, so these are the factors which are affecting the formation of soils. Fine. So what are the factors affecting the formation of soil? So you have parent rock. Secondly, you have what? Relief. The third you have is what? Third you have is a climate. The fourth you have is what? Vegetation. And fifth that you have is a time. Okay, so these are the factors affecting the formation of soils. What is parent rock means? What the term parent rocks means? Yeah, okay, the rocks from which, okay, what? Rocks from which, okay, these particles are being formed, that is called as a parent rock. Okay, so what are the parent rock? Parent rock could be your different type, as we have discussed, different type of rock. Aryan rock, parent rock could be, okay, Purana rock, parent rock could be Dravidian rock also, Aryan rock also. From where, okay, these are being formed? These are, okay, referred as your parent rock. So parent rock can be what? Parent rock can be Aryan rock also. Parent rock can be what? Can be nothing but, okay, Purana rocks. Remember, Purana rock divided into what? Purana rock divided into Vindhyan rocks and Kadapa rocks. Okay, Archean rocks are divided into what? Archean, Genesis and Cyst, and Dharwa rock. Okay, Dravidian rock. Aryan rock, remember, you divided into Aryan rock into what? Aryan rocks are divided into Jurassic rocks. We discussed tertiary rocks, quaternary rocks. Okay, so those rock system, rock division we have discussed. So any of these can be nothing but, okay, what? Any of these can be nothing but, okay, your parent rock. Okay, so parent rocks are what? Parent or rocks are the rocks from which you see formation of what? Formation of nothing but, okay, soil. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So it could be Kadapa rock also, it could be Vindhyan rock also, it could be what? It could be nothing but, okay, Jurassic rock also, quaternary rock also, tertiary rock also. Any type of rock when you are going to take, that is going to be called as what? That is going to be called as a parent rock. Clear? Second type is relief. What is relief means? Yeah, type of landform, high land or low land. Okay, so generally if you see, the relief is like steep in nature. If it is steep in nature, then what will happen? Then the soil will not much stick. Soil will what? Soil will fall down. Okay, so when you are, okay, depositing the sediments, okay, let's say disintegration of rock happens and you are depositing the sediments. Sediments will not be much deposited. All these sediments will fall down under the influence of whom? Under the influence of gravity. While if, okay, you are depositing soil over here, then what will happen? More amount of soils can get deposited in this particular region because of what? Because of nothing but, okay, the non-steep slopes that is, okay, there. So gradual slope lead to what? Gradual slope lead to more deposition of soil. Steep slope lead to what? Less deposition of soil, leading to either formation of mature soil or immature soil. So you can see either the formation of nothing but, okay, mature soil or formation of nothing but, okay, immature soil. So even relief can impact what? Even relief can impact the formation of soil that is, okay, there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular part? So more soil deposition, less soil deposition, that will be dependent on whom? That will be dependent on relief that you are finding. Fine. The third is a climate. Now the most important factors regarding the formation of soil is what? Are climate. The most important factors in the formation of soil is, okay, what? Climate. Why we are saying climate is the most important factor? Because even if you take same parent rock, even if you take same parent rock you are taking, but if conditions are different, let's say moist or humid conditions are there, hot, moist or humid conditions are there, or hot and dry conditions are there. If conditions are different, then it is going to result in what? It is going to result in different type of rocks. Okay, for example, if you take granite or basalt granite, if you're taking this one under the when moist or humid conditions are there, it will form what? It will form laterite soil. And if you take hot and dry condition, you're gonna find black soil. So you're gonna find which type of soil? Black soil. That is okay there. So that's why the climate can influence the formation of nothing but okay soil. So from the same parent rock, you can get two different type of nothing but okay soil if climate differs. Okay, so that's why we say climate is the most important factors for what? Formation of soils that you have to keep in mind. Fine. So climate means what? Generally two things. One is temperature, another is rainfall. These two factors are very important. You know, the temperature and rainfall, they determines your what? They determines your climatic condition, either hot temperature or cold temperature, or nothing but okay more rainfall or less rainfall. So basically what you see is okay, temperature or rainfall are the factor which are determining your climatic conditions. So climate plays a very important role in formation of soils. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? The fourth factor is what? Vegetations. Okay, so what is vegetations? What is vegetation? How vegetation plays an important role in the formation of soils? So as we discussed, soils are what? Soils are the thin top layer mixed with what? Mixed with organic matter. From where these organic matters are coming? Humus are coming from the vegetations. Okay, from where this organic matter or humus are coming? From the vegetations. Okay, these are coming. Also you'll see lot amount of what? Lot amount of microbes are present in the soil. Lot amount of okay what? Earthworms are present in the soil. They plays a very important role in what? They plays a very important role in degradation, decomposition of material, and that's why maintaining the fertility of the soil. So vegetation also plays a very important role. Clear? So these are okay what? These are the important thing that you have to keep in mind. So there is a close relationship between whom? Close relationship between nothing but okay vegetation and soil type. Close relationship between vegetation and soil type. Vegetation and soil type. Close relationship that you are going to find okay between vegetation as well as soil type. Fine. Fine. That's why you'll see okay what? You'll see soils turning acidic in nature if vegetations are falling onto the ground, and these leaves and etc which are falling, or vegetation that are being falling is not decomposed properly, then it can lead to formation of which type of soil? Acidic soil. If they are decomposed properly, then not acidic soil. Okay, non-acidic soil that you're going to find. So there is a close relationship between nothing but okay vegetation as well as soil type. Fine. And the last factor is what? Last factor is a time. Time is determining what? Time is determining the maturity or immaturity of the soil. Fine. So time is determining what? Maturity or immaturity. If okay what? If okay the soil deposition takes a long period of time, then what will happen? Mature soil. If soil deposition is happening recently, then what will happen? Immature soil. That is okay there. Clear? So time determines whether the soil is going to mature or the soils are immature in nature. Fine. So this is okay what? This is nothing but okay decided by time. Clear? So all these factors affects the formation of soil, parent rock, relief, climate, vegetation as well as time. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So if you get question like this, Which is correct? Second and third. Second is correct. Fine. First is wrong. The first says two different parent rock can give similar type of soil. Correct or wrong?
Vice versa.
Why?
So because same parent rock can give two different types of soil.
Let's say, okay, what will happen is we are saying granite is what? Granite is giving you two type of soil. One is we have written laterite soil, one we have written is what? Black soil. Okay, granite can give you nothing but okay these two soil. Okay, if humid conditions are there, laterite soil. If dry conditions are there, then what will happen? Black soil. Can't you get black soil from any other, okay, what? Any other type of rock? Can you get black soil from any other type of rock? Basalt, okay, if you erode, what you are going to get? Okay, basalt you are going to get. So two different parent rock can also give you what? Can also give you nothing but okay similar type of soils. Okay, two different parent rock can give you nothing but okay similar type of nothing but okay soils. Okay, this is okay, very much correct statement. Okay, second, the same parent rock can provide two different type of soil. Yes, okay, that's now we have discussed. This is also correct statement. The most dominant factor is what? Of soil is not the relief. Okay, the most dominant factor we have discussed is what? Is the climate. Climate is the most dominant factor. Third statement is wrong statement. So like this, okay, question can be formed in the case of examination regarding nothing but okay what? Regarding nothing but okay formation of soils. Fine. So remember that from the same parent rock you can get two different type of soils or many different type of soils. Okay, so similarly from nothing but okay what? Nothing but okay the different type of okay parent rock you can get similar type of nothing but okay soil also. First and second are very much correct statement. Third is nothing but okay wrong statement. Fine. Next, what you are finding is the concept of soil profile. So next you are okay getting is a concept of soil profile. Fine. So just now we discussed time decides what? Time decides the maturity or immaturity of the soil. So what do you mean by the term mature soil? What do you mean by the term immature soil?
So when soil would be more experienced with climate, the topography, so it can indulge itself in the topography or the climatic condition. While the immature soil will be still in the process of getting adapted to itself.
A soil is a living one which can adopt. So,
but for example, when we talk about what is the word
for which?
When the soil, when erosion, when we talk about erosion. So it is, I'm just assuming for erosion, water is required to find the transfer of it. So if a soil has been there, like if it is, अगर वो बहुत ज़्यादा वहाँ पे ढली हुई है उस वेदर या उस जगह के हिसाब से, तो उसे आसानी से ट्रांसफर करना आसान नहीं होगा. Erosion
it will not be easier if it is okay mature soil, and erosion will be easier when it is immature soil. That is what you're telling. Erosion will be easier when it is immature, and erosion will be not easier when it is a mature soil. No, maturity and immaturity depends upon the layers. How many layers okay you have, that determines your what? That determines maturity or immaturity. Fine. Let's say soils are getting how soils are being formed. We discussed parent rocks are being eroded. When parent rocks are being eroded, what is happening? You see formation of nothing but okay soil particles. When you have more layer of deposition, when you have more layer of deposition of soils, then it is going to be called as what? Mature soil. If you have a less layer of deposition of soil, what will happen? You will have immature soil. So soil profile determines your what? soil profile determines how many layers of soil that you have. Okay, how many layers of soil you have. The first, okay, the top layer is called as a O layer. O layer, it is also referred as a humus. Organic layer. Okay, the first top layer is referred as a O layer or organic layer, or also referred as nothing but okay, humus. Okay, then you have second layer as a A layer. A layer is referred as your topsoil. A layer is referred as your topsoil. Then you have E layer, which is referred as illuviated layer. Illuviated layer. Now, illuviated layer means what? Illuviated layer means that leaching will occur over here. Leaching will be dominant over here. Then you have B layer. B layer, where the leached material will be what? So you have nothing but okay, next layer is a B layer. B layer is also referred as a subsoil. Okay, so it is topsoil. This is referred as a subsoil. And here leached material, leached minerals are accumulated. Leached minerals are accumulated. Fine. Then you have okay, what we called as a C layer, which is called as a parent material from which the rocks are being formed. Parent material. And the lastly you have R layer, which is referred as a bedrock. So these are the different layers of soil, and these are referred as a profile of soil. Clear? These layers are also referred as a horizon. These layers, another term for layer is also horizon. So O horizon, A horizon, E horizon, B horizon, C horizon, R horizon. Those term is also being used. Okay, so horizon means what? Horizons means layers. Okay. So if soils have all these layers, then it is a mature soil. If do not have okay these layers, then what will happen? Immature soil, weak soil. That is what okay you have to keep in mind. Fine. So the O layer is called as a layer filled with the humus. As you know that what will happen, let's say trees are like this. So trees will okay what? Trees will shed their leaves. These leaves will fall on what? These leaves will fall on the ground. So this layer which is okay falling on the ground is referred as what? Is referred as nothing but okay O layer or organic layer. Clear? This is also referred as an organic layer. So this organic layer is okay what? Organic layer is either undecomposed or partially decomposed organic matter. Undecomposed or partially decomposed organic matter. So O layer is organic layer, undecomposed or partially decomposed organic matter, that comes under what? That comes under O layer. Fine. Now these decomposition releases what? These decomposition releases nutrient in the soil. These decomposition releases what? Releases the nutrient in the soil. When the leaves and etc. they get decomposed, what is happening? Nutrient are something that are released in the soil. So that's why your A layer, the topsoil layer, contains what? Contains not only soil, but it also contains what? Mineral and organic matter. A mix of mineral and organic matter. Okay, so soil, okay, the topsoil contain what? The topsoil contain the organic matter also. It contains mineral matter also, because some amount of what? Some amount of minerals are released from the decomposition of humus into nothing but okay soil. So that's why topsoil are okay referred as a, this is the most fertile. A layer is referred as a more fertile layer. Fertile layer of the soil. So it is rich in organic matter, it is rich in nothing but okay mineral matter. So that's why it is okay which type of layer? Fertile layer. Clear? Now when rainfall happens when rainwater falls, what happens? When rain falls, what will happen? You know that, okay, water will percolate inside, water will move down. When water will move down, what will happen? When water will move down, what will happen? So minerals, okay, which are there in this layer, they will be taken where? They will be taken towards nothing but a subsoil to the deeper layer. Okay, so mineral along with what? Mineral get dissolved in water, and these minerals will nothing but okay come down. So that's why this particular layer, E layer, is okay, or elevated layer is referred as what? Referred as a zone of leaching. It is referred as a zone of leaching. Zone of leaching. Leaching means what? Leaching means what? Minerals moving from what? Minerals moving from topsoil to subsoil. So when mineral starts to move from topsoil to subsoil, this process is referred as what? This process is referred as a leaching process. Clear? Where this leaching process will be dominating? Where this leaching process will be dominating? Okay, this leaching process, yes, E layer is a zone of leaching itself, minerals moving from here to here, but this process is dominating wherever we have high rainfall. So in desert, this will not be dominating. In desert, you don't find much of E layer. Okay, in desert, you don't find much of E layer, elevated layer. This okay layer is okay dominating where you will have high rainfall region. Okay, so that's why what material will move down, what minerals will move down. Generally, you'll see iron moving down because iron get dissolved. Okay, so iron moving down, you'll see clay moving down, aluminum oxide moving down. So you'll see iron, clay, aluminum oxide moving from where to where? From nothing but okay, topsoil to subsoil. And these start accumulating where? These start accumulating in the subsoil region. Clear? So iron, clay, aluminum oxide. What is not going to, okay, what is not going to be leached? So the sand is not going to be leached. Silt is not going to be leached. You'll also see what? You'll also see the quartzite. These materials remain in the E layer. They are not going to leached. Okay, they are not going to be leached. Others are going to be leached. Iron, clay, aluminum oxide, these are going to move down, while sand, silt, quartzite, these are not going to be leached. Clear? So B layer is referred as what? Subsoil. Subsoil means okay, material from the topsoil moving and accumulating in this layer. So that's why it is referred as which region? Subsoil region. Next you have C layer. C layer is referred as what? C layer is referred as a parent material. Parent material means what? Unbroken rock. Unbroken rocks. Unbroken rocks. These are referred as what? These are referred as a parent material. So unbroken rock, like we discussed, which type of rocks? Aryan rock, Dravidian rocks. Yes, okay. So those are unbroken rocks, okay, that you are finding. And lastly, okay, what you see is okay, bedrock. Bedrock means okay, surface on which you see deposition, rock formation. You know that rock, how the rocks are being formed? Yeah, lithification, sedimentary rocks are formed due to lithification, and you see the igneous rocks are formed due to what? Magma coming out. This magma is depositing with the surface. Okay, so bedrocks are what? Bedrocks are nothing but okay, your surface, or also we write as a partially weathered surface. Partially weathered surface. Partially weathered surface. Okay, so bedrocks are referred as okay, surface or partially weathered surface. Fine. So these are okay, what? These are nothing but okay, different type of what? Different type of nothing but okay, soil, okay, layers or soil profile that you have. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So remember that, okay, if soils have all these layers, then what will happen? It is going to be which type of soil? Mature. If you do not have all these layers, weak profile if it is going to have. So remember, if weak profile, then what will happen? Then immature soil. immature soil. If okay, you have what you have strong profile or well developed profile, then it is going to be referred as mature soil. Fine. So if weak profile are there, then immature soil. If strong profile or well developed profiles are there, then it is going to be referred as what? Referred as nothing but okay, mature soil. Fine. Fine. Now we are coming to classification of soils. Okay, so based on okay what? Based on nothing but okay particle size. Based on particle size, you have three different type of soil: sandy soil, clayey soil, and loamy soil. Based on location formation, again you can have three different types. It could be zonal soil, intrazonal soil, and azonal soil. Fine. So based on particle size, you have okay what? You have nothing but okay these three types: sandy soil, clayey soil, loamy soil. And based on location formation, you can have zonal soil, intrazonal soil, as well as okay what? As well as okay azonal soil. Clear? So what is sandy soil? What is sandy soil? So we discussed if the weathered rocks, if you are getting the bigger size of particles, then such type of soils are referred as what? Such type of soils are referred as a sandy soil. So sandy soils are having bigger soil particles. These are having bigger soil particles. These are porous in nature and well aerated. These are well aerated. Air can move inside, water percolate inside. So these soils are porous in nature, and these soils are something that are well aerated. Air can easily move inside okay these particular soil. Clear? Clayey soil, as we discussed, very small sediments. When you have very small sediments, soil particles, very small sediments are something that are deposited. Such type of soils are referred as what? Such type of soils are referred as a clayey soil. So soil particles are what? Soil particles are of smaller size, not aerated, but moisture retentive. So this allows the water to retain. As the rainfall happens, as the rainwater comes down, this rainwater are okay what? Rainwater are not allowed to go inside because soil particles are very close. Porous gap is not there, so they hold moisture together, and that's why these soils are what? These soils are nothing but okay moisture retentive in nature. Okay, these are not aerated as soil particles are very close. When they are very close, gap is not there, so air can't go inside. That is okay. Clear? And the last that you have is a loamy soil. Loamy soil is a mix of both. It is a mix of both. So you can have certain smaller particle also. You can have certain bigger sediments also. Like this. Okay, mix of nothing but okay both are something that are there. Then it is referred as what? It is referred as a loamy soil. So loamy soil is okay what? Loamy soil has a mixed proportion of particles, that is both clayey particle and sandy particle. both particles are something that are present. These are aerated, and these are also moisture, can retain moisture. So because bigger particles are there, gap are there, which allows the air to go inside. So aerated is there. Also smaller particles are there, which hold moisture together. So what will happen? Moisture can also be retained in such particular time. Clear? So that's why these loamy soils are best suitable for what? These are best suitable for cultivations. So which soils are best suitable for cultivation? It is loamy soil that is best suitable for cultivation. Okay, so these also contain, okay, what? These also contain moisture. These also contain which type of, okay, thing? Air. So that's why they are best suitable for cultivations. Fine. Next is based on location formation. Where the soils are being formed, that is zonal soil, intrazonal soil, as well as nothing but, okay, a zonal soil. Clear? So the soils that are formed in what? The soils that are formed in a particular zone. Zone means what? A broad area. The soils that are, okay, formed in a broader area are referred as which type of soil? Are referred as a zonal soil, which are more influenced by whom? Climate and vegetations. These are more influenced by climate and vegetations. Okay, so soils that are, okay, formed in a broad area due to influence of whom? Due to influence of climate and vegetations are referred as which type of soil? Are referred as a zonal soil. Okay, so soils which are formed in a broader area due to, okay, what? Due to influence of whom? Due to influence of climate and vegetation, such type of, okay, things are referred as what? Such type of things are referred as a zonal soil. Fine. So these are formed in a broad area and more influenced by whom? Climate and vegetation, and that's why they are referred as which type of soil? Zonal soil. Next we have which type of soil? Intrazonal soil. Intrazonal soil. The soils which are formed within zones. Okay, so intrazonal soils are soils which are formed within a zone and due to certain local factors. These are formed within zones due to certain local factors. Then these are referred as which type of soil? These are referred as a intrazonal soil. Clear? What is, okay, local factor? Local factor could be your what? Could be your relief. Could be your different type of parent rocks. Okay, could be your relief. Let's say mountains comes in this region, then what will happen? We'll have different type of nothing but, okay, the soils being over here. Okay, could be nothing but, okay, different type of parent rocks comes over here. So what will happen is, okay, different, okay, what? Different soils can be formed. So these soils are formed within a zone itself. Okay, within the, okay, zone itself. That's why they are referred as what? They are referred as a intrazonal soil. Okay, so what is a zonal soil? Zonal soil are the broader areas. They are influenced more by whom? They are influenced more by climate and vegetation. But intrazonal soils more influenced by local factors such as relief and parent rock, and less influenced by whom? Less influenced by climate and vegetations. That is, okay, what we call as a intrazonal soils. Clear? Now, then there is a soil, okay, which is called as a azonal soil. The soil that is being brought from different zones and deposited somewhere else. Okay, these soils are brought from different areas and deposited in different zones. Deposited in different zones. That's why it is referred as what? This is referred as azonal, not belonging to that zone. Okay, soils which are brought from different areas and deposited in different zones, these are referred as what? These are referred as azonal soil. Fine. Like Himalayan rivers, okay, bring soil from Himalayas and deposit it where? In the planar region. Okay, so plain have a different type of climatic condition. Okay, Himalayas have a different type of climatic condition. So Himalayan rivers, when they bring sediments and deposit in the planar region, in the plain you have which type of soil? Azonal soil. Azonal means, okay, it is being brought from different zones and being deposited in a different zones. That type of soils are referred as a azonal soil. Clear? So you have three different type of soil: zonal soil, intrazonal soil, and azonal soil. That is okay there. Clear? Fine. Fine. So based on the types, okay, you have nothing but, okay, these classification: alluvial soil, black soil, red soil, laterite soil. You also have forest and mountain soil. You also have saline and alkaline soil, peat soil. You also have last one, rich soil. So based on types, okay, you have these classification. Fine. So the first type of soil that you have is a alluvial soil. Okay, the first type that you have is a alluvial soil. So around 46% of India, 45.8%, roughly 46% of India is covered with which type of soil? Around 46% of India is covered with which type of soil? It is covered with something but, okay, alluvial soil. So alluvial soil are the most abundant soil in India. If question comes, which is the most abundant soil in India? Alluvial soils are most abundant soil in India. That, okay, what? Why it is most abundant? Because 46% of India is covered with which type of soil? Is covered with alluvial soil only. That's why it is referred as a most abundant soil. Clear? Now, another important thing that you have to keep in mind is, it is which type of soil? It is generally loamy in nature. It is which type of soil? Loamy in nature. Loamy means mix of what? Sand and clay particles. Loamy in nature. It is something that is, okay, porous one, allows water to go inside. So it is something that is, okay, porous in nature. And it is also what? It is also azonal in nature. Which type of soil it is? Azonal, as we discussed, okay. The rivers are bringing this particular sediments and depositing in this region. So it is azonal in nature. So it is loamy in nature, it is porous in nature, it is azonal in nature. Fine. Fine. Remember, we discussed, okay, what are the classification of northern plains? What are the classification of northern plains? Classification of northern plains, physiography part, when we have discussed, what are the classification of northern plains we have discussed? Khadar, yes, okay, and Bhabar, Tarai, yes, okay, Bhabar, Tarai, and Bangar and Khadar. These are the four classification we have discussed. What is Bangar?
Not fertile, heavy sediments.
No, that heavy sediments is a Bhabar region. Okay, so that is a Bhabar region. We discussed the Bangar are what? These are older alluvium, and Khadar are what? Newer alluvium. Okay, remember we discussed Khadars are referred as what? Newer alluvium, while Bangar are referred as what? Older alluvium. Okay, these are referred as a older alluvium. Clear? So if you remember, we discussed when okay, what? When rivers are coming, they will deposit a big boulders over here near the foothills. Those regions are called as a Bhabar region. Then you have a bad drainage system where water stick, that is called as a Tarai region. And then you have, okay, what? You have nothing but, okay, like this river. So surrounding river, whatever is being deposited is a newer alluvium, and okay, away from the river, whichever is deposited is called as what? Is called as nothing but okay, older alluvium. That is okay there. Clear? So these alluvial soils are what? These alluvial soils are constantly replenished. Constantly replenished means what? New sediments are continuously being brought. Okay, these are continuously replenished, constantly replenished. New sediments are constantly being brought because of what? Because of recurrent flooding. Because of recurrent flooding, as the river okay creates flooding in this areas. So what you see is okay, the new sediments are something that are being brought. So recurrent flooding is something that is okay also over there. Clear? So soils constantly replenish themselves. Soil constantly replenish themselves. Okay, flood because of what? Because of nothing but okay, flooding. When water spread out, what will happen? New sediments are going to be deposited in these regions. When new sediments are going to be deposited, new soils are going to be deposited. So soils are constantly what? Constantly nothing but okay, replenishing themselves. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? Any doubt? Another thing, that's why the soils have what? Soils have a weak profile. These are not very mature soil. They have a weak profile. Why weak profile? Constantly replenished, and also you see nothing but okay, what? Sediments are being brought from different location, not from, they are not, profile is not being created, deposition is not happening okay at the same region. They are being brought from different regions. Okay, that is okay there. So soils have weak profile. They are which type of soil? Weak profile means immature soil. Okay, so weak profile means which type of soil? Immature soil. Okay, so alluvial soils are immature. Okay, they have weak profile. Clear? Now the soils are rich in what? The soils are rich in potash. They are rich in phosphorus. They are rich in alkali. But they are okay, what? They are deficient in nitrogen.
So
Potassium and potash. Okay, a slight different things are there. Okay, so potash is okay, what? Potash is okay when you have okay concentration, compound formation, that is called as a potash. Potassium as alone, okay, when you are taking. So these are rich in what? These are rich in nothing but okay, potash. These are rich in phosphorus. These are rich in what? Alkali. And okay, these are generally deficient in which one? These are generally deficient in nitrogen. Fine. Fine. So these okay, what? These things you have to keep in mind with regard to what? These things you have to keep in mind with regard to alluvial soil. What are the basic characteristic of which type of soil? Alluvial soil. Clear? So as we discussed, which soils are best suited for cultivation? Loamy soil. Okay, so since alluvial soil is okay, what? Loamy soil. Okay, alluvial soil is extensively used for what? Cultivation. Okay, these are extensively used for cultivation, and these soils respond well to irrigation. These soils respond well to irrigation. Okay, because this is loamy in nature, you know that loamy can retain moisture, so that's why you can use tube well irrigation, canal irrigation. Like in Punjab and etc., alluvial soil are okay irrigated through what? Irrigated through nothing but okay, canal irrigation. In UP Bihar they are irrigated through tube well irrigation, wells irrigation. So these respond well to nothing but okay, what? Well to irrigation, and are extensively used for cultivation. So which type of crops generally you are cultivating? Okay, you are cultivating paddy, you are cultivating what? Wheat. Okay, so mentioned crops such as paddy, wheat, sugarcane, tobacco, jute. In Bengal you are cultivating jute. Okay, you are also cultivating cotton, oil seed, vegetables, all type of okay crops you are cultivating. Clear? So oil seed you can cultivate, vegetables you can cultivate, rice, wheat, okay, jute, cotton, all these things you can cultivate in this particular type of soils. Fine. Fine. So what you see is okay, since it is okay, what? The soils are rich in potash and phosphorus, deficient in which type? Deficient in nitrogen. some nitrogen has to be provided. Okay, so that's why you have fertilizer. We generally denote fertilizer through what? NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, and K stand for what? Potassium. Okay, N for nitrogen, P for phosphorus, and K for nothing but okay what? Potassium. So generally India, we have a concept of NPK fertilizers, because okay, so these are the three major nutrients which are being required by the soils. Okay, NPK, these are the three major nutrients which are being required by the soils, because soils are deficient in what? Nitrogen, or soils are deficient in phosphorus or potash. So that's why these three are the major nutrient, okay, that you have to keep in mind, which are being required by the soils. Fine.
So what is it?
Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. K stand for potassium. K is a symbol of whom? Periodic symbol, periodic table, potassium. Okay. Fine. So where do you find this particular soil? Northern plains. Anywhere else? Anywhere else? Okay, you're gonna find Bengal area. Anywhere else you're gonna find? Punjab. Yes. Okay. Anywhere else you're gonna find? Assam, Brahmaputra plains. Yes. Okay. Then you can also find this in what? The eastern coastal plain. Eastern coastal plain is what? Remember, west coastal plain and east coastal plain. So you see Godavari river, Krishna river, Kaveri river. When these are flowing, they are depositing sediments where? They are depositing sediments in the planar region. So that's why, okay, what will happen? You will see nothing but, okay, the alluvial soils can also be found in what? These can also be found in the eastern coastal plain. So which are the area where you're going to find? You're going to find in the Gangetic plain, that is, okay, entire UP, Bihar, West Bengal. Then you'll find in Punjab, Haryana. There you'll find also this in, okay, Assam. You'll also find this in eastern coastal plain. You'll also find this in Narmada region, Narmada Valley. Okay, Narmada region, Narmada Valley. So okay, in these regions you're gonna find what? In these regions you're gonna find the alluvial kind of soils. Fine. Fine. One more thing, what about humus content? Whether humus content is high or humus content is low? In alluvial soil, humus content is high or humus content is low? Why?
Because the higher the humus, better for cultivation.
More organic material, better for cultivations. Okay. Fine. How humus comes? What is how humus comes? Decomposition of what?
No,
Why?
these segments are coming from
These are coming from the rivers. Yes, okay. These are coming from the rivers, but these we discussed where you are finding these in the planar areas. Planar areas means forests are not much there. When forests are not much there, then what will happen? You don't see falling of much of leaves and etc. When you don't see falling of much of leaves and etc., what will happen? Humus content is going to be low. Okay, humus content is going to be low. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So that's why what you see is okay. What you see is though the soils are okay fertile, but they have less humus content. Okay, less humus content. Okay, that you have to keep in mind. Fine. The second type of soils you have is a black soil. Fine. Fine. So black soil is what? Black soil covers 16.6% of nothing but okay area, and they are nothing but okay clay soil. Clay soil. So they are formed okay because of what? Because of smaller sediments. Okay, they are formed because of smaller sediments. So clay soil, you know that okay what? They are moisture retentive soil, but not aerated much. not aerated. Okay, these are okay moisture retentive soil but not aerated soil. Okay, that is what okay you are finding with regard to clay soil. Okay, clear? Any doubt regarding this one? These okay black soils are formed where are formed these are formed due to disintegration of basaltic rocks. Disintegration of basaltic rocks. So that's why you'll find this into what? You'll find this into Gujarat, in the MP, in Maharashtra, in northern part of Karnataka. There you're gonna find this type of soils. Okay, so black soils are formed due to disintegration of basaltic rock. Where do you see Deccan Plateau? These are the regions where you see Deccan Plateau. So Gujarat, MP, Maharashtra, Karnataka, there you'll see formation of which type of soil? There you'll see formation of nothing but okay black soil due to decomposition of whom? Due to decomposition of nothing but okay basaltic rocks. Clear? Why these are called as a black soil? While these are called as a black soil because they have a high concentration of whom? High concentration of iron, magnesium, titanium. So they have high concentration of these. Okay, when any rocks, any soils have a high concentration of these, they are going to be what? They are going to be black in nature. So they have a high concentration of nothing but okay iron, magnesium, titanium. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? So their black color is due to okay these one. And what you find is the black soils. The black soils are matured soil. They are mature soil. They have a well developed soil profile. These are mature soil. They have well developed soil profile. So as they are formed over here within this zone only, where you'll find basaltic rock, in this zone only you'll find what? You'll find nothing but okay formation of whom? Black soil. So that's why they are okay mature soil. They have well developed soil profile. They are not like alluvial soil which are immature in nature. They are okay well developed. They have well developed soil profile. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? Another important thing that you have to keep in mind is what? The black soil are also referred as what? A regur. The another term for black soil is also referred as a regur or self-plowed soil. These are also referred as a regur or these are referred as nothing but okay self-plowed soil. That term is also used for nothing but okay what? Used for the black soil. Fine. Regur or self-plowed soil. Fine. So they since they have a high concentration of iron, magnesium, okay, they are rich in iron oxide, okay, they are rich in iron oxide and etc. But they are deficient in whom? These soils are deficient in nitrogen, so they lack nitrogen, phosphorus, and humus. So they are deficient in nitrogen, phosphorus, as well as nothing but okay humus. Okay, so in those areas you'll see the black soils are something that are lacking. So they require continuous fertilizers to what? Continuous fertilizers for okay cultivations. Okay, that is okay there. Clear? And since these are moisture retentive soil, black soil can be used for cultivation of whom? Cotton. Yes, they are best suited for cultivation of cotton. Other than the cotton, sugar cane also you can cultivate. Then any other thing you can cultivate? Citrus foods. Okay, not necessarily citrus food. Okay, you can cultivate. You can grow, but not well. It is not well suited for citrus food. Okay. Yeah, castor it can be okay suitable for. Sunflower, you can go sunflowers in this particular thing. Okay, so that for that it is okay suitable. So castor it is suitable, sunflower it is suitable, millet it is suitable. Millet you can grow in this particular region. Fine.
So, what you say, they are deficient in nitrogen, phosphorus, and humus, so they require
Fertilizers. Okay.
what about corns?
Corn also you can grow. Wheat you can grow. Okay, corn, wheat generally are grown in what? They are generally grown in these type of nothing but soil. Wheat you can grow, corn you can grow, castor you can grow, sunflower you can grow, millet you can grow, even tobacco is another thing that is being grown in this particular region. So these are these are important things that you have to keep in mind. Clear? So why these soils are referred as a self-plowed soil? One more thing, black soils are formed in which conditions? Earlier we have discussed black soils are formed in which conditions? Wherever you will see what? Low rainfall and high temperature. So these are formed in which condition? Low rainfall and high temperature conditions. Okay, so they are formed in low rainfall and high temperature conditions. Okay. Fine. So that is a why these these soils are called as a self-plowed soil. While these soils are called as a self-plowed soil, because why plowing is done? Why do you plow the soil? Yeah, basically to mix what, let's say this is the soil. When you plow, you take the lower part soil up and upper part soil down. You try to nothing but plow things. Why? So that air can move inside. Soil loosens, and when soil loosens, what will happen? You can see air can move inside. That is there. So that is one reason, mixing of soil. That you, for that reason you plow things and etc. That is there. Clear? So when rainfall happens, these are clay soil. Clay soil means what? They doesn't allow moisture to go inside much. As a result, what will happen is soil becomes sticky in nature. But when when the rainfall is not there, you see when most of the time you have this type of nature, high temperature. So rainfall is not there, evaporation happens. When evaporation happens, then what will happen? You'll see crack starts to develop. Crack starts to develop between the soil, and through this crack, what will happen? Air can go inside, and that's why these are referred as what? These are referred as a self-plowed soil. These are referred as a self-plowed soil. So you can see this type of crack in black soil. So you can see this type of crack starts to develop between nothing but soil, and through this crack, what will happen? The air can go inside. So during nothing but the rainfall, the soil soils absorb a lot of moisture. When anything absorbs moisture, what will happen? Anything absorbs moisture, what will happen? It becomes sticky, and it becomes slightly bigger in volume. Like you have seen if you put anything in water, let's say you are cooking the chanas, you put chana, you soak chanas in water, no, and after what will happen? Chana expands in the morning. That is there. So what will happen when water goes inside? Things will nothing but expand in nature. So these soils expands when there is a rainfall. It becomes sticky and expand. But when evaporation happens, what will happen? It will contract. When it will contract, what will happen? So it is expanding like this. When it is contracting, what will happen? Crack will develop. When crack will develop, what will happen? Air can move inside. That's why these soils are referred as what? These soils are referred as a self-plowed soils. These are referred as a self-plowed soils. So that you have to keep in mind with regard to what? With regard to the black soil. So remember, question might come, which of the soils are what? Which of the soils can be called as a self-plowed soils? That you have to keep in mind. Clear? Or question might form like this, what? Question might form like that which soils are something that are deficient in nitrogen, phosphorus and humus? Black soil. So that can become that these soils are rich in what? Silica, or these soils are rich in nothing but aluminum oxide. If any soils are rich in aluminum oxide, then what will happen? If any soils are rich in aluminum oxide, then what will happen? You don't see leaching occurring. You don't see leaching occurring. Just now we discussed what is leaching. What is leaching? What materials are going to be leached? Yeah, okay, so we discussed, okay, the iron, aluminum, these are going to be nothing but, okay, leached inside. So what will happen is, okay, non-leached soil, okay, if soils are rich in aluminum oxide, it is going to be what? Non-leached soils are, okay, not leached in nature. Fine. There's another term that is, okay, being used, which is called as what? Which is called as, okay, the capillary action of the soil. Okay, so leaching is dominant in which region? Leaching is dominant in which region? We just now discussed high rainfall region. Okay, in desert area where rainfall is not there, then what will happen? Leaching will not be there. What else will be there? If leaching is there, what else is going to be there? Transport mechanism. Which type of transport mechanism? See, what will happen is, okay, what as we discussed, okay, if desert areas are there where rainfall is less, what will happen over there? Evaporation will be more. When more evaporation, what will happen? When more evaporation, what will happen? You'll see, okay, instead of, okay, what moisture moving down, moisture will starts to what? Water will starts to what? Move up. Why water will starts to move up? Because evaporation is something that is, okay, taking place. Okay, more rainfall is there, so water moves. When more, okay, evaporation will there, then what will happen? Water will go up, water will move up. Okay, because you know that, okay, the species, let's say any plants are there in the desert, any plants are there in desert, what will happen? They have a deeper roots. Why they have a deeper roots? They try to absorb nothing but, okay, moisture. Okay, so water will try to move upward. Okay, water will try to move upward in a desert region that is, okay, there. Okay, so when water moves upward, then minerals will also move from where to where? From, okay, down to nothing but, okay, up region. So this type of actions are referred as a capillary actions. So in desert, which type of things are going to dominate? Capillary actions are going to dominate. In desert, which type of, okay, regions are going to be dominating? Actions are going to be dominating. Capillary actions are going to dominate. In desert, capillary actions are going to dominate. In case of what? In case of, okay, the high rainfall region, we discuss leaching action is going to dominate. What is capillary actions? What is capillary action? Have you used, okay, any, okay, what, any nothing but, okay, fountain pen in which you have filled the ink? Okay, so with the, when you press the tube, ink comes up. Okay, and then, okay, what will happen? You use this ink to fill in what? Fill in your pen and etc. That is, okay, there. So what is capillary action? When things move from nothing but, okay, what? Things move from bottom to up, that is called as nothing but, okay, capillary action, which is more dominating where? Which is more dominating in a desert region. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So this is all about, okay, what? This is all about your alluvial soil and black soil. Have a break and then we'll continue with what? The other type of soils. Okay, next we have a red soil. So red soils are basically formed from what? These are formed from granite and genesis. These are generally formed from granite and genesis. Granite and genesis are the parent rocks. So generally you'll see either metamorphic rock or crystalline rocks. So granite, you know that igneous rocks are crystalline in nature, while metamorphic rocks are, genesis is which type of rock? Metamorphic rock. So they are generally formed from the crystalline rocks or metamorphic rock, and they are generally formed in low rainfall conditions. Okay, they are generally formed in low rainfall conditions. They are generally having mature soil. Soils are something that are mature in nature, and you'll find the soils, red soils are loamy plus sandy in nature. Loamy plus sandy in nature, you'll have poor retention of water. Red soil do not retain much of the water because sandy proportion is also there. Okay, along with the loamy there is a sandy proportion which restrict nothing but which restrict the absorption of water. So that's why you'll have poor retention of water in these situations. Fine. Now their red color is due to what? Their red color is due to presence of iron oxide. Their red color is due to presence of iron oxide, which provides them red color. And they are very rich in what? They are rich in potash or potassium, but deficient in other type. Deficient in nitrogen, in phosphorus, even humus. Fine. So they are rich in potassium, but they are deficient in what? Deficient in nitrogen, phosphorus, humus. Okay, in those things it is deficient. Clear? You'll also see, okay, they are poor in lime. They are poor in lime, but they have fair amount of alkali content. Fair amount of alkali content. So they are poor in lime, but they have a fair amount of what? Fair amount of alkali content. These are these are the qualities that you are finding with regard to which soil, with regard to red soil. So red soils are formed due to what? Red soils are formed due to the granite or genesis, and they are generally formed in which condition? Low rainfall conditions, that is there. And they are which type of soil? They are generally a mature soil, and what you'll find is they have loamy and sandy proportion. As a result, poor retention of water there. The red color is due to presence of which? Iron oxide, rich in potash or potassium, fair amount of alkali content you're going to also find, but they are deficient in nitrogen, phosphorus, humus, poor in lime, and these soils are also acidic in nature, mostly acidic in nature. Mostly acidic in nature. Fine. Fine. What is lime basically? Poor in lime we have written. What is poor in lime means? Lime is calcium oxide, CaO. Lime is what? Lime is calcium oxide. CaO is referred as a lime. Lime content. Poor in lime means CaO. What is alkali means? We are seeing alkali content is fair. What is alkali means? More basic. Basically, there are two terms. One is alkali and another is alkaline. What is the difference? Because we also have a saline and alkaline soil. Okay, we have written saline and alkaline soil. So what is alkali and what is alkaline? Okay, alkaline is not acidic. Alkaline means anything whose pH is greater than 7, means basis. Anything whose pH is greater than 7 is referred as a alkaline in nature. But there are certain bases which are what? Water soluble. Okay, there are certain bases which are water soluble. Water soluble. Fine. So there are certain bases which are nothing but water soluble and and can get dissolved in case of water. those are referred as what? Those are referred as alkalis. Okay, so these are the bases which can get dissolved in nothing but okay water. Fine.
So both are base. So
Both are bases. Fine. And what you find is okay, they covers around 10.6% of what? 10.6% of India's area. They covers around 10.6% of India's area. Fine. Now they, because of what? Because of poor moisture retention, poor in what? Poor in most minerals. These are not very fertile soil. Not very fertile soil. Not very fertile soil, because okay, they are lacking in okay many of the minerals. So not very fertile soil. Also soil is slightly acidic in nature also. As a result, okay, what it require is what? Large amount of fertilizer is required. Large amount of fertilizer is required for cultivation. So soil can be cultivated, but okay, you need rich amount of fertilizer, large amount of nothing but okay fertilizer. Clear? So that's why you'll see more amount of what? More amount of okay things that are being cultivated over here is what you are going to consume. Okay, what you are going to consume. So like wheat are being cultivated. You'll see potato, fruits, vegetables, even tobacco. So those things okay you generally cultivate. Even millets, those things you generally okay cultivate, like ragi and other things. Okay, you cultivate those particular things so that okay what? So that expensive cultivation is not there. Okay, so whatever you are cultivating, you are consuming it. Expensive cultivation is not being done because too much fertilizer is something that is okay required. Fine. Where are you going to find this rich soil?
expensive cultivation is done.
No, too much expensive cultivation will be there if you are trying to grow other crops which you are not consuming. Okay, so that will be expensive one. Fine. So where do we find rich soil? Where do we find rich soil? Yeah, okay, you'll find in all. Okay, so we discussed here this region is where you'll find in black soil. Rest of the regions, peninsular plateau, you are seeing which type of soil? You are seeing okay red soil. Rest of the peninsular plateau, you are seeing which type of soil? You are seeing nothing but okay red soil in nature. Clear? So the upper portion you are finding which type of soil? Black soil. And in the rest of the portions you are finding which type of soils? You are finding nothing but okay the red soils. Fine. Not easy to grow, but you are consuming that.
It can be grown in high.
Yeah, in low rainfall. Okay, that is okay. Fine. Next type of soil is your laterite soil. Laterite soil. So laterite soils are also okay, also formed in high temperature region, but you also require very high humidity. Rainfall should be high. Rainfall should be high. Okay, so these are formed in very high temperature and high rainfall conditions. Okay, that is where okay you'll find the formation of which type of okay one? Laterite soils. Clear? Now these soils lack fertility. Why lack fertility? Less fertile. Why less fertile? Because high rainfall means what? What will dominate? Leaching will dominate. Okay, so high rainfall means what will dominate? Leaching will dominate. Material will move from topsoil to what? The bottom of the soil. So these are okay poor in okay what? The topsoils are not very fertile. Topsoils are not very fertile. Fine. It covers around 2.35% of India's areas. It covers around 2.3% of India's areas. Fine. And because of what? Because of nothing but leaching. We discussed what is being leached out. What is being leached out? We discussed aluminum oxide, iron is leached out. Then what is happening? Clay is leached out. What is left behind? Sand is left behind. Silt is left behind. We discuss also what? Quartzite. So what you see is high, high, harder rocks or harder things are left behind, softer things goes down. Softer thing goes down, material which can get dissolved in water is going down, harder are left. That's why these are being used for what? These are being used for creating building materials. So these soils are extensively used for creating which type of material? Building material. These soils are extensively used for creating valuable building material. So you used to make the bricks and etc. with these materials. Clear? They are poor in what? They are poor in potash, nitrogen, magnesiums, lime also. They are poor in all these, but they are rich in what? Rich in iron oxide. They are also quite rich in bauxite. So they are rich in iron oxide. They are also rich in they are also rich in bauxite. Fine. Where do we find this one? Where do we find this particular thing? So where do we find high rainfall, high humidity? In the mountain region. Mountain, you have colder temperature, higher temperature. Colder. So where you will find high temperature? High temperature you're going to find in tropical region. Tropical region. So generally you'll see this region of Western Ghat. Region of Western Ghat. Because height is not very much. Height is something that is less of these particular mountains. So in Western Ghat you'll find high temperature also, because this is lying in equatorial in torrid region. That is more heat are there. And you'll see also orographic rainfall. Because of what? Because of nothing but the wind being blocked by the mountains. You see which type of rainfall happens? Orographic rainfall happens in this region. So high rainfall. So that's why these are found in Western Ghat. These are also found somewhat in what? Somewhat in Eastern Ghat. In some places in Eastern Ghat also you'll find which type of soils? You'll find laterite soils. Especially in Odisha, especially in case of nothing but lower region. You'll find this one. And also you'll find this where? In which hills? Garo, Khasi and Jaintia hills. Remember Meghalaya, very huge amount of rainfall. We discussed Cherrapunji, another region, huge amount of rainfall happens. So in Garo, Khasi, Jaintia hills, because these are also closer to what? These are also closer to nothing but your Tropic of Cancer region. So there you'll see what? There you'll see nothing but huge amount of rainfall, and there you'll see formation of which type of soil? Laterite soils. Fine. Any doubt regarding this one? So remember, both laterite soils and red soils are rich in what? They both are rich in what? They both are rich in iron oxide. But conditions in which they are being formed are different. Laterite soils are formed in what? High rainfall condition. Red soils are formed in which type of condition? Low rainfall conditions. So that's what you see is conditions are different. So that's why we are saying climate plays a very important role in determining what? Determining the which type of soils you are going to see. Fine. Next, soils you have a mountain or forest soils. Mountain and forest soils. They covers around 8.6% of what? Covers around 8.6% of India's areas. Clear? mountain soils or forest soils covers 8.67% of nothing but okay India's area. That important part you have to keep in mind. And also these soils are quite heterogeneous in nature. Heterogeneous in nature means what? Heterogeneous in nature means what? Mix. Yes, okay, they are mixed. So they have clay, sandy, okay, all mixed together. Clay, sand, silt, you'll also see, okay, loam. All things are something that are mixed in nature. In fact, they differ greatly in close proximity. Differ greatly in close proximity. Fine. So differ greatly in close proximity with each other. Why differs greatly in close proximity? Why differ greatly in close proximity? We have written close proximity means what? Within some distance you see huge changes in characteristic of soil. Why that happens? Because as we discussed, mountain soil, mountain means okay, they are found as you are going up. As you are going up, the climate is constantly changing. Why climate is constantly changing? Because as you go up, temperature will change. So when climate constantly change, what will happen? Impact will be there on the soil. So that's why soil differ greatly. Even if okay, close proximity you will take, okay, 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer of distance also you will take, it will differ greatly, okay, with each other. And that's why we are saying that it is a heterogeneous soil, not okay, a homogeneous soil. That is okay there. Clear? Any doubt regarding this one? Now, since these are formed where? These are formed in which region? Forested region. These soils are formed in which region? Forested, as we discussed. Okay, which type of forest are there? Just now vegetation we discussed. Mountain vegetation, subtropical vegetation, temperate vegetation. So these are formed in what? These are formed in forest region. So very rich in which content? Humus content. So mountain and forest soils are very rich in which content? They are very rich in humus content, because okay, what you see is okay, lot amount of decomposed material or undecomposed materials are being found in this region. Fine. So rich in which content? Rich in humus content. Fine. They are deficient in which content? They are deficient in which content? They are deficient in potash, phosphorus, lime, fine. So they are deficient in this, but they are very rich in what? They are very rich in okay, the humus content. Fine. So that's why okay, they are being used for which type of cultivation? Because they are good in humus. Humus add nutrient into the soil, okay, that is okay there. And also okay, but they lack what? They lack potash, phosphorus and lime, okay, these things they lack. So that's why they are being used for which type of cultivation? They are being used for plantation agriculture. Okay, they are used for which type of agriculture? Plantation agriculture, like tea cultivation, coffee cultivations. Okay, so they are used for spices, they are used for fruit cultivations. Fine. So they are used for plantation agriculture, like tea cultivation, coffee cultivation, spices cultivation. Okay, those type of cultivations are something that are being done. Fine. In some regions, even wheat are being cultivated, especially in Himalayas and etc. Himalayan okay region that you see, that is in Himachal Pradesh and etc. Even wheat are something that are being cultivated. Fine. Where do we find this type of mountain and forest soils? You're going to find this in Western Ghat also. You're going to find this in Eastern Ghat also. Himalayas also. You're going to find this in Himalayas also. So there you're going to find okay, which type of soil? Okay, mountain and forest soils. Fine. How much area it is covering? Around 8.6% of India's areas. Fine. Next we are coming to arid soil. As the name indicate, arid means what? Dry. Very less rainfall. Very less rainfall. So that's why you are finding this in deserted region. desert conditions. Okay, so these arid means dry region. So that's why these are found in very less rainfall or desert conditions. Clear? There, arid soils are having very high proportion of what? Very high proportion of sands. Very high proportion of sands. Sand proportion is more than 90%. Very high proportion of sands. Okay, and that's why you know that sandy soils are not good for what? Cultivation, because it is not moisture retentive. Sandy soils are not very good for cultivation as it is not a moisture retentive. So that's why not very useful for cultivation. Not very useful for cultivation. Fine. Now the soils are what? The soils are alkaline in nature, basis, because they contain phosphate, and these are alkaline in nature. Phosphate content is high, but they are deficient in nitrogen, deficient in humus. Okay, so soils are alkaline in nature. Phosphate content is something that is high, but what you see is deficient in nitrogen, deficient in humus, even deficient in what? Even deficient in what? Deficient in phosphorus. Phosphorus. Deficient in that also you'll find. Where do we find desert soils? Yeah, you'll find this in Rajasthan, you'll find this in Gujarat, Kutch region, you'll find in also some part of Punjab and Haryana. Semi-arid region, semi-arid region of Punjab and Haryana. There also you'll see extension of nothing but what? Extension of arid soil. Fine, so they are found where? They are found in Rajasthan, they are found in Gujarat, semi-arid region of Punjab and Haryana. So in Punjab and Haryana, mostly which type of soils are being found? Alluvial soil. We discuss rivers are flowing, so alluvial soils are being found, but some arid region you're going to find which type of soil? You're going to find nothing but arid soil also. Clear? Now since it is a arid soil, not suitable for cultivation, what is being cultivated? Is cultivation happening or not happening? Is cultivation happening or not happening? Some amount, some soils are being cultivated. Basically what you are growing? Yes, you are going those which can tolerate what water deficiency. So water deficient crops, basically millets like bajra and etc. you grow. Millets you grow, bajra you grow. So those things you grow over here. Pulses also you can grow. Pulses also requires less amount of water. Pulses also you can grow. Barley also you can grow over here. So pulses, barley, that also you can grow. Fine. And the sandy arid soil contains how much percentage of India's area? Roughly around 4.32% of India's area. So they roughly contain, bajra. Fine. 4.32% of India's area. So it is like a seed. Generally you use wheat. In place of wheat you can use nothing but bajra also. You can use ragi also. In case of you can use, these are type of millets only. Fine. So these important things that you find with regard to which type of soil? Arid soil. Fine. Next we are coming to which type of soil? Saline and alkaline soil. So next type of soils that you are finding is what? Saline and alkaline soil. Fine. What is saline and alkaline soil? Mold content, yes, okay. So they will be having high content of salt, and where you'll see high content of salt in arid region, yes, okay, arid region, or where there is a high amount of what, where there is a waterlogged conditions. Okay, so generally you'll see where you'll see this type of condition, saline or alkaline condition, where arid is there or waterlogged conditions are there. Waterlogged means what? Stuck water. Okay, so static water, stagnant water. So when water is stagnant, what will happen? Lot of evaporation will happen, and what will be left behind? Salt are going to be left behind. So as a result, these are what? These high content of salt, high proportion of salt is being seen with which condition? Arid condition, or in the case of nothing but waterlogged conditions. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? Generally, so that's why these type of soils are generally formed in which condition? Dry conditions. Dry condition is required. Evaporation need to happen. When evaporation need to happen, then only you'll see formation of which? Formation of nothing but salt. Fine. Fine. Now the saline and alkaline soils, since the water is since the soil contains lot amount of salt, it is not very good, not good for what? Not good for cultivation. Not good for cultivation. It contains high amount of salt, and as a result not good for nothing but cultivation. What you also find is these are known by different local name. These are the different local names that are given to whom? Given to saline and alkaline soil. Rehe, Kalar, Chupan, Usar. These are different local names that are being used for whom? Used for nothing but saline and alkaline soil. Fine. So question might come that Ray, Kalar, and Chupan. These are which type of soil? So these are saline and alkaline soil. Local name given to which type of soil? So saline and alkaline soil. Okay, so that you have to keep in mind. Another thing, salt of what? Salt of calcium, salt of magnesium, salt of what? Salt of the other thing like potassium. These are something that are being found. So these are very rich in what? These are very rich in salt of magnesium, salt of nothing but potassium, salt of magnesium, but deficient in what? But deficient in what? Humus, deficient in what? Nitrogen, deficient in what? Deficient in phosphorus, deficient in nitrogen, humus, phosphorus. So that is what you're finding with regard to saline and alkaline soil. So where do you see this one, this type of soil? As we discussed, one is what? One is semi-arid region. Where do you see semi-arid region? One is this region, that is Haryana, Punjab. So Punjab, Haryana, there you're gonna see this type of soil, semi-arid region. And wherever waterlogged situations are there, like in Gujarat, creek region. So you know that this region, creek region, that is waterlogged conditions are something that are there. Remember, Luni River forms a inland drainage. We discussed, that is there. Or Sundarban Delta. Remember delta region. There you will find which type of condition? There you will find waterlogged conditions, swampy conditions. So in these regions you're gonna find what? In these regions you're gonna find the saline and alkaline soil. Fine. So you'll find that in Gujarat, you'll find that in Sundarban Delta, you'll find that in Punjab, you'll find that in Haryana. Those regions you're going to find the saline and alkaline soils. Now these as we discussed, this salinity makes soils unfit for whom? Cultivation. So that's why to make the soil fertile and cultivation, what is being added? Gypsum is being added. Yes, okay. So gypsum is being added to reduce the salinity and to use it for cultivations. Fine. Fine. So generally what you are growing in this region, what you are growing, because soils are unfit for cultivation, so what generally you are growing? Generally you are growing either fodder crops like bursim and etc. Because even if you add gypsum, what you see is what you see is salinity is slightly reduced, salinity is still present. So bursim, which is a fodder crop, you also use some types of leguminous crops like pulses and etc. you can grow, which can tolerate some amount of salinity, so that you can grow in what? That you can grow in saline and alkaline soil. Fine. So sometimes you see the green color things which cow and etc eat, green color of the fodder which is being given to cows and etc to eat, that is referred as what? That is referred as a bursim. Fine. The last type of soil that you have is what one? So we are done with mountainous soil, forest soil, semi-arid, peat soil. So last type of soil you have is what? The peat soil. What is peat soil?
What percent of soil is contained with sand, silt soil?
Very less, somewhere around 1%, around 1.3%, you'll find saline and alkalines. Right. Lastly you have peat soil. What is peat soil? Huh? Yeah.
It is good for the plants.
It is good for plants. Any other thing? Peat we have discussed. What is peat?
I think it holds water.
Holds water. Any other thing?
Coconut.
Made up of coconut. Okay. Outer one. Okay. Coconut husk. We have discussed different type of coal. No. What are the different type of coal we have discussed? Anthracite type of coal. Graphite is not a coal, but it is a carbon compound. Anthracite we have discussed. Then bituminous, then lignite and peat. Okay, we discussed four types of coal. No, anthracite type of coal, bituminous type of coal, lignite type of coal, and peat. Peat is basically what? Basically when peat soils. Peat soils are very rich in organic matter. So these are black, heavy. These are black, heavy acidic soil, rich in organic matter. Rich in organic matter. Carbon content is high. So black, heavy, acidic soil, large amount of organic matter, rich of organic matter that are there. Clear? These are formed due to what? These are formed in anaerobic condition. What is anaerobic? No oxygen. Yes. Less oxygen. Anaerobic condition. In this, if decomposition of food, in this condition, if decomposition of organic matter happens in this, in this condition, anaerobic condition, when decomposition of organic matter happens, then what is being formed? Peat soils are being formed. Okay. What climatic conditions are required? You require heavy rainfall and high humidity. Heavy rainfall and high humidity, that condition is required. Then only what will happen? The things will be what? Things will be covered under water. When things will be covered under water, what is going to be available? Less oxygen is going to be available. Clear? So as a result, anaerobic conditions are going to be created. Fine. Fine. Clear? Now these are what? These are deficient in potash. These are deficient in potash. These are deficient in, okay, what? Phosphorus. So these are, okay, deficient in potash. These are nothing but, okay, deficient in nothing but, okay, phosphorus. And they are found in marshy condition. They are found in which type of condition? Marshy condition. So they are deficient in potash. They are deficient in phosphorus. Where do you see this type of, okay, soil? You are seeing this type of soil in Kerala. Okay, you are seeing this type of soil in what? Kerala. Kerala, you will see, okay, this type of soil. Also, you'll find this type of soil in case of West Bengal also. Okay, you will find this type of soil in West Bengal also. Fine. So this is all about what? This is all about, okay, your concept of peat soil. Very small proportion of peat soils also you'll find in India. So if you see, so now you can see this is, okay, what? This is nothing but, okay, the distribution that you are finding with regard to soils of India. So as we discussed, okay, you are finding what? Okay, you are finding, where do you see forest soil and mountain soils? So as we discussed, entire Himalayan region, you're gonna see, okay, here you're gonna see what? Forest soil and mountain soils. The entire peninsular region, which type of soils you are seeing? Red okay, red soils. Okay, black soil is, okay, this region. You see, this is, okay, black soil conditions. You see laterite soil. Okay, this region, this Western Ghat region. Okay, this is where you'll find laterite soils condition, that is, okay, there. Then you will also find alluvial soil. Entire this belt is which soil? Alluvial soil. We discuss coastal region, which soil you are going to find? Alluvial soil. Okay, that is, okay, there. Arid, this region is something that is, okay, containing arid soil. Okay, that is, okay, there. So this is, okay, basically distribution of soils. Okay, you have to keep in mind. Clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So question might come, okay, regarding India's, okay, soil in mains examination. Explain the distribution of soil. So just make a diagram, have a rough idea where you'll find what, where you'll find, okay, the this type of soil, where you'll find, okay, what, like here you'll find we discussed Brahmaputra plain alluvial soil, Garo Khasi Jaintia laterite soils. Okay, so where you'll see laterite soil, where you'll see nothing but, okay, what, the alluvial soil, forest soil, mountain soil. Okay, where you'll see red soil. So these type of, okay, what, these type of, okay, things you have to keep in mind. Fine. Now what are problems with the Indian soil? What are the problems with the Indian soil? Minerals have been lost. Yes. The one problem that you're seeing is what? The Indian soils are facing huge amount of soil erosion. So we are facing huge amount of soil erosion, and the soil erosion is leading to what? Leading to loss of fertility. Okay, loss of fertility, because you know that topsoil is fertile. If topsoil is removed, then what will happen? Fertility will nothing but, okay, get reduced. So Indian soils are facing a problem of what? Problem of nothing but, okay, high soil erosion. Why this soil erosion is happening? Why soil erosion is happening? Yes, one is deforestation. Another is what? Another is overgrazing. Fine. So we are growing more amount of dairy. Okay, dairy animals. Okay. So what will happen? Overgrazing is something that is okay going on. Overgrazing is leading to what? Overgrazing is leading to what? Okay, the the cows and etc. eating all the grasses. When all the grasses are eaten, then what will happen? Soil exposed. When soil is exposed, what will happen? It will lead to nothing but okay what? It will lead to erosion. So overgrazing is one of the reason. You know that roots of the okay what? Roots of the plant, they hold what? They hold the soil together. Okay, so when roots are not there, then what will happen? Okay, when roots are not there, trees are being cut, then what will happen? They'll not be able to hold the soil, so it can be easily eroded. Faulty method of agriculture practices. Faulty method of agriculture practices, that is okay another problem that you are facing with Indian soil. So faulty method of agriculture practices, okay, like wrong plowing. Okay, plowing is not done properly, or other things are not done, so that is causing nothing but okay what? That is causing nothing but okay the problem of soil erosion. Even creation of wasteland, creation of wasteland, that is also leading to soil erosion. Wasteland means what? Now we are dumping waste. We are dumping waste, okay, and that land becoming wasteland, and as a result, okay, this is creating a problem. Okay, so that problem you are facing with what? Facing with nothing but okay Indian. So Indian okay soils are okay facing a problem of what? Problem of soil erosion. The second major problem that Indian soil is facing is what? Less fertility. Soils are becoming less and less fertile due to high salinity. Salinity is increasing, leaching are increasing. So Indian soils are becoming nothing but okay less fertile. Fine. The third thing, desertification. Desertification. What is desertification means? Desertification means desert areas are expanding. If you deforest, then what will happen? That area becomes okay what? That area becomes a deserted area. When desert expands, then what will happen? Then the sandy soils will also expand, and you know that sandy soils are not good for what? Cultivation. So desertification is leading to increasing of what? Increasing of sandy soil proportion, and this is okay what? This is creating problem of nothing but okay what? Problem of nothing but okay fertility. Okay, so that problems also you are okay facing up. Okay, another problem of Indian soil, okay, soil is what? Water logging. So bad drainage, because we are creating what? You are creating a lot of buildings, lot of other thing, lot of infrastructure. You are not keeping in mind the drainage system. When you are not keeping in mind drainage system, water, when rainfall happens, water okay what? Water is not able to move, and this create a water logging condition. Water logging, you know that if water is too logged, what will happen? Salinity, soil will turn into saline. So what you see is okay only evaporation will happen, soil will turn into nothing but okay saline. So water logging condition, bad drainage is okay what? Creating a problem of Indian soil. So Indian soils are facing these problems. Okay, soil erosion, less fertility, desertification, we are seeing water logging conditions. Okay, so those things are something that we are facing up. So how to deal with such problems? How to deal with such problems? Okay, yeah, minimize deforestation, then to reduce okay fertilizer. Okay, any other thing? Mixed farming. Okay, then control grazing. Yes, okay, then yeah, crop rotation. Okay, that is okay one important thing that you are finding. So there are certain terms, okay, like soil conservation technique. What are the soil conservation technique? So one technique is what? One technique is your crop rotation. Another technique is okay what? Another technique is a strip cropping. Another technique is mulching. Mulching. Another technique is what? Another technique is contour budding. Okay, So these are okay, what these are some of the techniques, okay, that we are using. So apart from controlling deforestation, or apart from controlling what, controlling the, okay, the grazing, or okay, adding gypsum. Remember we discussed we add gypsum also to what, to reduce the salinity. So okay, apart from that thing, you also nothing but okay, go for certain soil conservation technique. And what are the soil conservation technique? Crop rotation, strip cropping, mulching, okay, contour budding. There is a concept of agroforestry also. There is a concept of agroforestry. You can add agroforestry also. Okay, so that is okay also there. You are also now going for concept of terrace farming. Okay, so that also is okay, one of the things that you are finding, terrace farming. So that is also a technique of what, technique of nothing but okay, soil conservation, terrace farming. What else okay you are doing, okay, to control the, okay, soil, conserve the soil. Another thing that you see is okay, what, why trees are being deforested? Either for construction, and in tribal areas, if you remember, we discussed shifting cultivation. Okay, what is shifting cultivation? The tribals, okay, cultivate an area. When fertility start declining, they, okay, what, move to other area, cut forest over there. So another ways in which you can also control or okay, conserve the soil is what, checking which type of cultivation, checking shifting cultivation. Okay, so you can add checking shifting cultivation. Shifting cultivation, that can be another measures to, okay, conserve the soil. Okay, so checking shifting cultivation, that is another measures to conserve the soil. Yeah, we are coming to each definition. Now when you are covering what, when you are covering soil with certain elements, when you are covering soil with certain elements, what will happen? Soil will not be exposed to whom? Sunlight. When soil will not be exposed to sunlight, what will happen? Evaporation will be lesser. Second thing, what will happen? Wind and etc. cannot take soil away from what, one location to another location, because you have covered the soil. You have covered the soil. Through which you are covering the soil? Either through leaves and etc. you can cover it. Either you can use plastic sheets and etc. to cover it. So when you are using what, when you are using nothing but okay, these technique to cover the soil, so that what will happen? Soil is not directly exposed to whom? Sunlight or wind and water. Then okay, what will happen? You are preventing the erosion of soil. That technique is referred as what? That technique is referred as a mulching. Okay, that technique is referred as nothing but okay, mulching technique. That is okay there. Clear? So generally, why leaves and etc.? Because even if with leaves, when they will degrade, they will add what? Nutrients. With plastic sheets, okay, this does not happen, but with okay, what, with the leaves and etc., if you are covering, it will also add nutrient into the soils. Okay, that is okay there. So this technique is referred as what? This technique is referred as a mulching technique. Clear? What is strip cropping? Okay, when you are okay, growing crops, okay, in a certain, okay, certain strips, certain pattern. Clear? So parallel to each other. When you are growing crop parallel to each other, that is referred as a strip cropping. Clear? So why you go for strip cropping? So you can see, this is how, okay, you are going for nothing but okay, what, strip cropping. Okay, so this is how you are going for strip cropping. So this is how you are going for strip cropping. So what is happening? You are growing one crop over here, another crop over here, one crop over here. Okay, so you can see one crop here, another crop what here, another crop here, another crop here. Okay, you are going, okay, what, different crop in a strip. Why you are doing that? Generally how you cultivate? Generally how you cultivate? You take, this is a land, you start to sow like this, you start to sow like this, you start to sow like this. So what will happen to the this space? Now this space is exposed to whom? Sunlight. This this strip is exposed to okay, the water and etc. That is okay there. So the roots of the okay, what, the roots of nothing but okay, plants will nothing but okay, protect the nearby areas. But what about okay, the area which is totally exposed? Okay, so what will happen? That is okay, prone to erosion. So instead of leaving this vacant, what we can do is what? we can go for nothing but growing for another set of crops over here, that is there. So that's why in parallel when you are growing crops, such type of cropping is referred as what? Strip cropping. Fine. What is crop rotation? One crop after the other. Let's say what will happen is you are growing rice. When you are growing rice, paddy absorbs lot of what? Lot of nitrogen from the soil. Paddy absorbs lot of nitrogen from the soil, that is there. So once you harvested the paddy, you can go for what? Cultivation of pulses. Because pulses restore nitrogen into what? Soil. Pulses are which type of crop? Leguminous crop. Leguminous crops are containing the nitrogen fixing bacteria, so they fix nitrogen back into what? Back into the soil. So you are not cultivating paddy again and again. If you cultivate paddy again and again, what will happen? Soil will become deficient into nitrogen. You have to add too much of nitrogen, fertilizers into what? Fertilizers into the soil, that is there. Clear? So instead of growing declining fertility of the soil, what you can do is what? You grow one crop and replace it with what? Another crop, so that what will happen? Different crop absorb different type of nutrient, and overall fertility of the soil is what? Maintained. That type of things are called as what? That type of things are called as a crop rotation. Contour budding. Generally it is what? It is being practiced in a mountain region. In mountain region, what happens? We discussed if rainfall happens, water will take soil from where to where? Water will take soils from nothing but top to what? Top to nothing but bottom. So that's why we create a bund. We create a bund like this, so that what will happen? We can check the erosion of soil. We can check the erosion of soil. So that process is called as a contour budding. So you're seeing this type of things in case of what? In case of nothing but contour bunding. What you are seeing is you are creating what? You are creating nothing but structures like this. You are creating structures like this. So what is happening? What is happening? If the rainfall happens and water starts to move from what? Water starts to move from nothing but here. Then what will happen? You are creating a flat surface. Then it will fall like this. You are creating a flat surface. Fall like this, creating a flat surface. So that why you are creating this flat surface? So that sediments do directly go to the ground. That is there. They are what? They are not checked. So that is this type of bunding is called as what? This type of bunding is called as a contour bunding. You can see water is something that is what? Stopped by creation of what? Creation of nothing but bund, that is some high region over here. That technique is called as a contour bunding technique, being used in mountainous region to conserve nothing but soil. Fine. Then you also find what? Then another technique that we have discussed is what? Terrace farming. Another technique that we have written is what? Terrace farming. So what is terrace farming? So you are seeing this type of technique as a terrace farming. Fine. So this is what you are finding with regard to nothing but terrace farming. So you are creating nothing but what? Creating nothing but one layer over the other layer, so that what will happen? You can control nothing but what? Movement of water again downward. This type of technique is referred as what? This type of technique is referred as a terrace farming, again a soil conservation technique. Fine. Another thing we have written is agroforestry. What is agroforestry? As the name indicates, mixing of agriculture with what? Forest. That is called as what? Agroforestry. Mixing of agriculture with forest is what? Agroforestry. You know that forest will have a deeper roots. Deeper roots means what will happen? They will hold the soil, bind the soil. So this type of technique is called as nothing but what? Agroforestry. You can see agriculture is also being done. Trees are also being there. Then agriculture is there. Then you see trees are there. You see agriculture is being done, trees are being there. So this type of technique are called as what? This type of technique are called as a agroforestry. Mixing of agriculture and forest together is referred as what? Is referred as nothing but agroforestry. forestry technique. Okay, so all these are okay, what all these are nothing but okay technique that you have to keep in mind. Fine. So what are the things okay we have discussed? What are the methods for soil conservation? Crop rotation, strip cropping, contour budding, agroforestry, then mulching, then terrace farming, then yeah, checking shifting cultivation. You can also add okay controlled grazing, minimizing deforestation, control grazing, minimizing deforestation. Okay, you can also okay write about adding gypsum. Those are the technique okay that are being used for what? Those are the technique that are being used for conserving the soil. Fine. So you can see this is a mulching practice. You can see soils are covered with what? Soils are covered with nothing but okay husk. Okay, so that is why okay the soils are not okay left okay exposed. Soils are not left exposed. This technique is referred as what? Mulching technique. Okay, clear? Any doubt regarding this particular thing? So these are the technique we are using it for what? Using it for soil conservation. Fine. Any doubt regarding this particular part? So this finishes your what? This finishes your soil, types of soil, problems of Indian soil. What are the technique that we are using to conserve the soil? These are the important things that you are finding. Fine. So if you see, any doubt? Can you answer? No, not the above. Anyone else? Read the option carefully. Yeah, we are doing it in hilly region. Hilly region means what? So here it is saying desert margin liable to strong wind action. No, it is not done in what? Desert margin. Second, low flat plains. Generally, we are saying it is done in what? High region. Okay, not in low flat plains. So that is wrong. Scrub land. What is scrub land? What is scrub land? Okay, as we discussed, okay, wherever you see, okay, the stunted, okay, what stunted, nothing but okay, trees and etc. That region is referred as a scrub land. So answer here is okay, what? None of the above. Okay, is a practice of conservation being followed in not any of these. Clear? Then you also have okay another type that has been asked. Can you add this at three? Both 1 and 3. Okay, both 1 and 3 is okay, through which you are adding nitrogen into what? Nitrogen into soil. Okay, you know that we just now discussed nitrogenous based fertilizer. What is nitrogenous based fertilizer? one important nitrogenous based fertilizer is urea. Okay, so that is okay there. Even human excrete what? Human excrete the urea, and that okay what? That nothing but okay is used by okay what? That is used by the plants. Excretion by animals can be done. Okay, so these are okay what? These are the things you have to keep in mind. How nitrogen comes into the soil. Then you'll also find another questions. Can we add laterite soils? One and four. Anyone else? Yes. Okay. If you remember, third is definitely wrong. Where you'll find laterite soil? Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. Okay. So that's why not found in UP and Bihar, Rajasthan. That is wrong statement. As we discussed, laterite soils are not rich in what? Potash and nitrogen. So there it is wrong statement. So of course we have written laterite soils are rich in iron oxide. Iron oxide means what? Red color. Iron oxide means what? Red color. Clear? So laterite soils are also which color? Red color. Remember red soil we have written why red soils are red in color. Iron oxide is present, and even in laterite soils we have written that it is rich in what? Iron oxide. So yes, first statement is very much correct, and we discuss why laterite soils are being used. Plantation agriculture. So cashew nut and etc. you can grow well in this particular type of soil. So 1 and 4 are something that are correct. So like this questions has been asked in case of examinations. Okay. So regarding soils, regarding nothing but okay, what soil conservation technique, regarding nothing but okay. So your question has been asked also regarding terrace farming. Question has also been asked regarding contour budding. Okay, so that okay, you can go and practice the previous year question related with the soils part. Clear? Any doubt? So tomorrow we'll start with agriculture part of India. What are the types of farming and agriculture that we have? We'll start with that with the tomorrow's class. Anybody having any doubt? Thank you. Thank you.